Did you know there are 5 hidden factory settings on your brand new Chevrolet that start damaging your engine on the very first drive? GM turned every one of them on before your truck left the factory. Most owners never find out until the repair bill arrives. Today I am exposing all 5 and showing you exactly how to turn them off before the damage becomes permanent. Turn them off now. Let's go. Setting number 1. Cold start idle time left at factory default every single time you start your Chevrolet from cold. From the very first morning you drove it home from the dealership, your engine goes through the most mechanically stressful moment of its entire operation. Oil drains from the upper valve train overnight and pools in the sump. When the engine fires, every bearing, every camshaft lobe, every lifter, and every piston wall runs without adequate lubrication for a brief but critical window while oil pressure builds and the film re-establishes itself across all surfaces. This is called boundary lubrication, and it is when the vast majority of total engine wear occurs across the entire lifespan of any internal combustion engine. Here is what GM never explains at delivery. The factory default behavior of your Chevrolet's engine management system allows the truck to be driven immediately after startup at any throttle level. There is no built-in restriction preventing you from pulling out of your driveway at full acceleration 30 seconds after a cold start. And because nothing in the truck stops you or warns you, most new owners form exactly that habit on day 1 and repeat it on every cold start for the entire ownership period. On a standard engine, this compounds gradually into accelerated bearing and timing component wear. On a Chevrolet with active fuel management, the consequences are more specific and more expensive. The 16 collapsible AFM lifters inside your engine depend on oil pressure delivered through the valve lifter oil manifold to function correctly. On a cold start, those passages are empty. Oil pressure takes between 15 and 45 seconds to fully establish throughout the system depending on temperature and oil viscosity. During that window, every AFM activation cycle runs those collapsible lifters against dry or oil-starved surfaces. Owners who drive aggressively immediately after cold starts are generating the exact mechanical wear pattern that leads to the documented 80,000 to 100 and 50,000 mile lifter failures that cost between $3,000 and $7,000 to repair. The fix costs nothing and takes less than 60 seconds. After any cold start, idle for 30 to 60 seconds before moving. Do not blip the throttle. Do not rev the engine. Do not pull out of the driveway at pace. Let the oil pressure establish. Let the film build on every surface. Then drive gently with RPM below 3000 until the coolant temperature gauge reaches its normal operating position. This habit, formed on day 1 of ownership, is the single highest value free maintenance action any new Chevrolet owner can take. Setting number 2. PCV system left unaddressed on a direct injection engine. If your new Chevrolet has a direct injection engine, which includes the 5.3 Ecotec 3, the 3.6 V6, and most current 4-cylinder applications, your intake valves are already collecting carbon deposits right now on this very drive. Direct injection sprays fuel directly into the combustion chamber rather than through the intake port as older port injection designs did. This makes combustion more efficient and produces better fuel economy numbers on EPA certification tests, which matters to GM because those numbers affect regulatory compliance and marketing claims. What it also means is that the intake valves, which in older port injection engines received a continuous cleaning wash of fuel mist on every intake stroke, are now exposed only to incoming air and recirculated crankcase gases from the PCV system. Those crankcase gases carry a fine mist of oil vapor from normal blow-by. Without the natural fuel wash that port injection provided, that oil vapor contacts the hot intake valve surfaces and bakes on with every combustion cycle. In the early miles of your new Chevrolet, this buildup is invisible and has no measurable effect. By 50,000 miles, it begins affecting airflow around the valve edges. By 80,000 to 100,000 miles, the deposits are thick enough to cause rough idle at cold start, hesitation under acceleration, reduced power, and fuel economy that drops quietly below what it was when the truck was new. GM acknowledged this failure pattern in technical service bulletins on multiple direct injection platforms and recommended walnut blasting as the remediation. That service costs $400 to $600 when needed. The preventative solution is an oil catch can installed between the PCV valve outlet and the intake manifold. The catch can intercepts the oil vapor before it ever contacts the intake valves. You empty a small cup of black sludge every few thousand miles instead of paying for walnut blasting every 60,000 miles for the rest of the truck's life. Installing a catch can on a new Chevrolet at the beginning of ownership prevents the problem from ever developing. Waiting until the buildup is symptomatic means paying to fix damage that was entirely preventable from day one. Mid-CTA quick pause. 2 settings in and your brand new Chevrolet is already accumulating cold start wear on its most vulnerable components and baking carbon onto its intake valves with every single drive. Hit like and subscribe right now. 3 more coming up, including the one that started destroying your engine on the very first drive off the lot, and most new owners have absolutely no idea it is even active. Let's keep going. Setting number 3. Active fuel management left active from day one. Most new Chevrolet owners are never told at delivery that their truck has FM. The feature is not highlighted in the sales process. The salesperson does not demonstrate it. And yet from the moment the engine first starts, the FM system is actively collapsing and re-engaging 16 specialized lifters inside your engine hundreds of times on every single drive. The 16 collapsible FM lifters are the weakest mechanical component in the 5.3 and 6.2 valve train. They were engineered to be weaker than standard lifters by design, because they must be capable of collapsing under oil pressure command. Forum documentation from thousands of owner reports consistently shows that FM lifter failures develop between 80,000 and 100 and 50,000 miles. That means from the day you drove your new Chevrolet home, the clock started. Every drive adds FM cycles to components that have a documented finite cycle life shorter than the engine they live in. The owners who avoid this repair are the ones who disabled FM before the cycle count reached the failure threshold, not after the tick started, not after the misfire code appeared. Before ownership had a chance to accumulate the cycles that push those components past their failure point. A plug-in OB2 disabler from Range Technology connects to the diagnostic port under your dash and stops the computer from commanding cylinder deactivation from that moment forward. It costs approximately $60. It does not affect your warranty because it does not alter the engine computer programming. Install it on a new truck, and your 16 collapsible lifters spend their entire service life in a static position, accumulating no additional wear cycles. The difference between a truck that needs a $7,000 top-end rebuild at 100,000 miles and one that runs past 300,000 miles without major engine work often comes down to whether the owner made a $60 decision in the first month of ownership. Setting number 4. Battery saver mode. Never configured. Modern Chevrolets have dozens of modules that remain at least partially active even when the truck is parked and locked. The body control module, the security system, the infotainment processor, the telematics module, and various sensor systems all draw current from the battery continuously whether the ignition is on or off. Chevrolet engineered a progressive sleep mode into the vehicle electrical architecture that gradually powers down non-essential modules after the vehicle has been parked and undisturbed for a specified period. This is designed to prevent parasitic drain from these always-on systems from depleting the battery during normal overnight parking or short-term storage. Here is the problem for new owners. The factory default sleep mode threshold and battery saver settings were calibrated for average use patterns under average conditions. They were not configured for the specific combination of features, accessories, or individual usage patterns of any particular owner. And most new Chevrolet owners never open the vehicle settings menu to review or adjust these parameters because nobody at delivery mentions they exist or explains why they matter to long-term battery health. The consequence of never configuring battery saver behavior shows up in 2 compounding ways. The first is parasitic drain during periods of inactivity longer than the factory threshold anticipates. This leads to a battery that arrives at the next cold start in a partially discharged state. A partially discharged battery forces the alternator to work significantly harder during the first portion of every drive to replenish the charge, adding mechanical load to the belt drive system and increasing fuel consumption during exactly the window when the engine is simultaneously most vulnerable from cold start boundary lubrication wear. The second consequence is more insidious. A new vehicle battery that is repeatedly cycled between partial discharge and alternator recharge rather than maintained consistently at full charge develops reduced capacity faster than one kept at full charge throughout its service life. Owners report premature battery failures on late-model Chevrolets at 3 to 4 years of ownership, well before the 5 to 7 year service life a properly maintained battery should achieve. The fix is a 2-minute adjustment in your vehicle settings menu. Navigate to Settings, then Vehicle, then Energy Saving or Battery Saver depending on your model year, and review the module sleep thresholds and configure them for how you actually use the truck. Owners who also connect a battery maintainer during extended parking periods, available for under $30, eliminate parasitic drain entirely and consistently report battery service lives exceeding 7 years on the original unit. Setting number 5. Auto stop start left on by default. If you have driven a late model Chevrolet, you have experienced this. You roll up to a red light and the engine shuts off. The moment you lift your foot from the brake, it fires back up. GM markets this as an emissions and fuel economy feature. In regulatory testing, it delivers a measurable reduction in fuel consumption and emissions output. In real-world ownership, it delivers something else entirely. Starting an engine is the single most mechanically demanding event in its operating life. At the moment of startup, oil pressure is at 0. Every bearing surface, every camshaft lobe, every lifter, and every piston wall is running on residual oil film alone until pressure builds through the system. This is the boundary lubrication window covered in setting number 1, and it is when the majority of total engine wear occurs. In a conventionally operated vehicle, this startup event happens a handful of times per day. In a vehicle with auto stop start active in typical urban driving, it happens 20, 30, or even 50 times on a single commute. GM engineers this system knowing it multiplies cold start events. They also engineer reinforced starters, strengthened flywheels, and enhanced battery management specifically to handle the increased cycle loads that stop-start creates. What they do not engineer is any protection for the boundary lubrication window that occurs on every one of those restarts. The reinforced starter handles the mechanical act of restarting reliably. It does not eliminate the brief window between restart and full oil pressure establishment. Multiply that window by 50 restarts per day, 2,500 restarts per month, and 30,000 restarts per year, and the cumulative boundary lubrication exposure on a stop-start equipped Chevrolet is dramatically higher than on a conventional vehicle across the same ownership period. Owner teardown documentation and independent engine wear analysis on high-cycle stop-start vehicles consistently shows elevated bearing and timing component wear relative to equivalent non-stop start examples at the same mileage. GM designed this system to meet regulatory requirements. Your engine was not consulted. The fix on most Chevrolets is a dedicated stop-start disable button on the center console. Press it at the beginning of every drive. The system re-enables itself every time you restart the vehicle, because GM is required to maintain this behavior for emission certification. Some owners use an aftermarket module that remembers the off state between starts, available for most late-model Chevrolets for under $40. Closing 5 hidden settings. Every one of them active on your brand new Chevrolet from the moment you drove it off the lot. The cold start habit wearing your most vulnerable components before the oil film even builds. The direct injection carbon accumulating on your intake valves on the very first drive, with no factory reminder ever scheduled to address it. Active fuel management cycling 16 collapsible lifters toward their documented failure point from day 1. The battery saver settings nobody configured, quietly shortening your battery service life on every drive. An auto stop start multiplying your engine's most damaging moment by 50 times every single day. Every one of these has a fix. Every fix costs less than the repair it prevents. Turn them off now, and your new Chevrolet has every reason to still be running strong at 300,000 miles. Hit like and subscribe, drop your model year in the comments. I will see you in the next one.